I'm sorry. Next slide, please. I'm Kennedy. I'm our front-end developer. So basically, I make things look pretty. And Alan is our back-end engineer and developer. So
yes, I handle all the components and details in the back, all the boring stuff, so that we get to have a fun thing in the front without having to worry about the back.
Yes. And this is our graphic designer, Zaria.
I
Make things look
draw
pretty as
things.
well.
Yeah.
And our creative director as well as assistant in coding.
I help him with the background stuff, and I'll also help with the front ground stuff they need me to, but I mainly stick with the background.
A jack of all trades. What is iParlor Management Services?
Somebody from, he needs somebody to help with the laptop.
Okay. iParlor Management Services is a service for beauty and barber owners. It's not catered towards the customer, but the owner. A lot of people seem to think that barbers are someone who are supposed to cut the hair, sweep up the floor, and pay rent and rent is due. But they actually need a lot more than that. So we created iParlor Management Services to help them with that. Now, iParlor has it has a message board in which aids in communication. The communications are needed a lot due to there being renting groups, because it is not exactly a relationship between employers and employee. It is a relationship between business owners and business contractors. And that's exactly what we intend to assist with. So our message board helps assist them by allowing them to post messages for event details, booth rentals, and as well as what they need supplies-wise. We also have a store in which aids them in this. They can order this if that's what they need at the time, and it keeps the owner from having to constantly go through multiple people in order to order the supplies they need. Our target audience is for, as I've said before, beauticians, barbers, cosmetologists, and owners of spas. Next slide. Okay, how it was made, I'm going to introduce our back-end developer to describe exactly what we use to create this.
Right, so coming into this, we decided to use React, which was, in hindsight, probably a mistake, because little do we know, none of us know React. So we had to learn it all from scratch. But, it was, hard, but they say, what they say for the journey, it's all about that. And hopefully the destination is somewhat not terrible. So we started with React, and the first day was just a whole bunch of setting up and a whole bunch of just difficulties. But hopefully, me and Douglas, figured it out eventually. And it's built on React, HTML, of course, because that's how websites are made. There's JavaScript, which is what React is. It's a framework for JavaScript. And CSS just to make everything look good, and React.
Don't forget brain power.
Of course.
I swear.
A lot of brain power.
So much of that.
A lot of brain power. And this is just some snippets of our code. This is like in Visual Studio. This is our React. This is the front page, React. You can see all the JavaScript and the
Signing page is something that we're really proud of. As it may seem like a small feat, but it turned out to be very difficult for us, especially in a new platform.
Indeed.
So Douglas is going to tell us about his input on the designing and what we decided to do as for how we were going to build the store, and also how we managed to connect all the pages to one another.
Just tell us what you learned about it.
So one of the things that I feel like we had the hardest time with while building this was the fact that we only had 2 days to build it. I thought there's something we all wanted to do, but we realized that we didn't have enough time to do that. It said 2 days, but we had yesterday and then half of today before we got here, as well as the fact that we, like Alan said earlier, we came in knowing nothing. So I wanted to build a whole different web page, but I had to cut that out because I knew we didn't have enough time. They wanted to make multiple different drop-down menus, different pages, but we have to put that as well because we don't have the time.
You got a lot of time on your presentation.
Oh, wow. Oh, what's
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
5 minutes.
that was
Over 5 minutes.
It didn't feel like that.
No, it did not.
Well,
Well,
that's how it goes,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, the last slide is updates, because we recognize that our presentation and our app is lacking in a lot of areas. But the importance of this and what we built the app for was to show you what it could be. This app has a lot of potential and is needed for a lot of people. There was also a word about design, but it is also important that barbers have a management system, and that's exactly what iParlor intends